This project asks one question: can ocean protection begin with beauty rather than guilt? My project responds to SDG 14, Life Below Water. It focuses on discarded fishing line and small fishing tackle at coastal fishing sites. These materials are small, but they can still harm marine life. However, I do not want to use fear or blame as the main design method. I want to explore a softer way to encourage. My aim is to design a beauty-led fishing action line recovery experience. The project tries to make disposal feel simple, visible, and emotionally meaningful. There are 4 main objectives. First, I want to make fishing line disposal easier and more visible. Second, I want to use ocean-inspired form to build emotional connection. Third, I want to give users feedback so they know where the waste goes. Fourth, I want to encourage voluntary marine care rather than pressured behavior. My conceptual framework connects the problem field, users, stakeholders, and design method. The problem field is marine pollution from discarded fishing gear. The main users are recreational fishers and people around coastal fishing sites. The stakeholders include local councils, marine conservation groups, recycling programs, local communities, and marine life. My method combines visual communication, speculative prototyping, behavior-centered design, and form exploration. I reviewed 3 precedents. The first one is Boat US Foundation Esriel in and Recycle. It shows that fishing line recovery can work when bins are simple, visible, and placed near fishing activity. However, its design is mainly functional. The second one is One Ocean, Our Future by the Australian National Maritime Museum. It shows how ocean beauty and public storytelling can make marine issues easier to approach. However, it is museum-based, while my project needs to work at an outdoor fishing site. The third one is the Museum of Underwater Art. It shows how sculptural forms can create emotional connection with the ocean. However, it works at the scale of underwater tourism. My project brings this idea into a smaller everyday recovery device. During the design process, I made 3 explorations. The first exploration was a shell-shaped recovery device with a screen. The screen would show videos of marine animals harmed by fishing line. This idea was clear, but it relied too much on fear, guilt, and anxiety. It helped me realize that this project should not pressure people through negative emotion. The second exploration was a regenerative feedback system. I sketched a process where users put discarded fishing line into a recovery point. Then they would see an animation showing how the waste could become something useful for the ocean, such as a coral, growing structure, or marine habit. This helped me understand the value of feedback and traceability. The third exploration became the strongest direction. I created a coral-inspired recovery model. It uses branching coral forms, water ripple lines, light circle ideas, and fish-like movement. This model does not look like a normal bin. It feels more like ASMO public experience. It invites people to protect the ocean through curiosity and care. From these explorations, I identified my probable zone. The project is too broad if it becomes a full marine waste management system. It is too narrow if it becomes only a fishing line bin or warning sign. My probable zone sits between these 2 extremes. It is a beauty-led fishing line recovery experience, combining public installation, recovery infrastructure, and visual feedback. In DDES 9017, I plan to develop a refined physical prototype, a clear disposal interaction, a visual feedback mechanism, site-based communication, and user testing. Overall, this project reframes disposal as a small act of marine care. It does not ask people to protect the ocean through guilt. Instead, it asks whether beauty, curiosity, and simple action can make ocean protection feel more natural and voluntary.